everybody, welcome back to another awesome Minecraft video. Today I'm jumping into hardcore mode because apparently I like pain. Let's get right into it. The first thing I did when I spawned in was spot some sheep. So I went over and punched them. Don't worry, there was no sheep violence in this video. Oh wait, just kidding. There is. Once I got those sheep full, I made sure that it was in my inventory. Because if it wasn't, then it would have been useless. So, after I punched those sheep like a boss, I set out in the wilderness like a man should. Of wool. And yeah. So, yeah, that was an amazing thing. Next, I saw an oak forest. So I swam over there like my life depended on it. Because it pretty much did. This is Minecraft hardcore we're talking about. So, once I got on solid ground again, I immediately started walking to the nearest tree. Sorry, birch tree, but you are too ugly for me. When I was walking over to the forest, I saw some iron, and I knew that I needed to get it ASAP. So I quickly punched down my first tree this hardcore series, and made a pickaxe. Because I need that for stone, and then I can get iron, and then I can get diamond, and then I can get netherite, but I probably won't make it to netherite because only good gamers get it to netherite. And I'm not a good gamer, I'm just some guy who has a low budget. So, after making a crafting table and some sticks, I decided that I was gonna make a stone pickaxe. So I started by making a wooden pickaxe and immediately upgrading it 5 seconds after into stone. Because a life lesson is learned here. If you get a full set of wooden tools, you probably wasted all your sticks. After I got a stone pickaxe and the stone axe, I mined the iron I saw earlier and a few coal pieces that I saw. Then I started adventuring out into the wilderness and got some flowers because the wool I had were 2 different colors and I didn't have 3 of one color. So I could dye the wool into the same color so then I can make a bed out of it. And this was the best thing I could have done, but you will probably find out later on. After I did this, I swam across the ocean and I went right into another stone pillar thingy and mined more coal than ever. After I mined that amazing coal that will probably help me later on, maybe in episode 2, when we will go caving, I started to walk around into a plains biome. The plains biome had cows and food. So I killed the cows, and then I saw this big cave. And this cave I was not going into, so I just left. Once I left the cave, I decided that I wanted to make a base on one of those cool stone thingies, but not the one that I just was at. So, yeah, I decided to make it in a different area. So, yeah. Then I walked the other way around the cave because then I saw more iron. And iron's going to be very important because if you don't play Minecraft, then you probably don't know that you can only mine diamond with iron. That's why you need stone, because you can only mine stone with a wooden pickaxe and every other pickaxe. But where would you find a stone pickaxe first if you're not in a village? But then the iron pickaxe, never mind. So, the coal. So then, after I found iron, I saw some coal and I immediately took it. Because it's going to be very helpful when I'm building and when I'm in caves. Because if you didn't know, coal or light sources make it so mobs can't spawn. After I went to bed for my first night in this series, I saw this other cave, but I immediately went out of it because it was boring and boring and boring. After eating some of my beef that I got from before, I found a platform, a stone platform, and I really wanted to make my base on it. So I mined out the little stone that there was on top to make it flat and started construction. The same stone. Why? Because it makes sense. See, I chose this because the area was flat and it was a good building surface. Now I started placing some of the blocks. But first, I'd like to give a thank you to everybody who is always watching these videos and supporting my channel. It means very much to me, and it's one of the only reasons that I still make videos. And if it weren't for you, then I probably stop making videos. So I just like to say thank you for everybody. Thank you for that one person who always watches every single video, and those people who only watch certain of the videos and are waiting for more, and those other people who just watch some videos but don't even care about others, even though that they like that content. But I just like to say thank you to all of you, because all of you are helping me so much trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. And I mean, like right now I have 42, and that's a pretty big number. So I'd like to thank every single one of you on helping me trying to reach an insane goal that I have. So yeah, thank you. Then once I got the foundation of my base built, I decided that I wanted to have wooden walls because wood looks cool next to stone. So I killed some more sheep and some more cows because I was very hungry there. So yeah. R.I.P. those sheep who died. You were eaten. Then, after I ate some of the sheep that I just killed, I went over across the river to get some more wood for my base. And I found a tree that had 2 trees inside of it. Yeah, it's weird. But even if it's weird, it would still help me build my base. So yeah. I mean, just look at that tree. Or should I say, trees. But yeah. That was awesome when I found that. So, yeah, that was cool. After getting some amazing wood, why did I call it amazing? I have no idea. But then I kept on building the walls of the base because even though this base won't be lived in for long, it's still home right now and probably for like the next 2 episodes. And then I'll probably move out, go into a plains biome, find a village, enslave the villagers, and do way much more. But that's all in the future. Just worry about the present. So, I was continuing on the walls, and then I thought, I'm an amazing YouTuber. And then I realized that I was 2 wood short. So I was very upset. Very, very upset. And then I decided to make a new axe because I really needed it because my old one was breaking. And then I made a new pickaxe. But I don't use my pickaxe anymore. So, yeah. So, after I finished the base, I decided that I would make the roof out of stone. Because roofs are for people who have style. Especially stone ones. So that's why I made a stone roof. Even though I had plenty, and I mean plenty, of wood, I made it out of stone. So I did the cool bedrock version only trick where you can place blocks ahead of you. So I felt cool while making my roof. And soon it would be home for a few episodes, and then I'd probably move out, then go to a plains biome, then enslave some villagers, and you know the rest. But for now, as I said before, this was home. And then I realized that I didn't have enough stone. So I just put down torches and torches and torches while I was about to get it, because it was getting to nighttime, and I knew that eventually I would forget to sleep in my house, so I needed the torches. Once I placed the torches down, I made sure that it was symmetrical, which it wasn't. At least I think it wasn't. And then I realized that there was an outpost that lived right next to me. And I continued getting more stone. Because stone is the key to life. It's actually not. I just really wanted to say stone is the key to life. Oh, and there's the new pickaxe. I knew I made a new one. And with this stone, I would be able to complete my roof once and for all. And this would be the start of the Stony era. Because the Stone era already exists. So I called it the Stony era. Because it sounds good. So, I filled in some of my roof. And then I needed more stone because I can't do my proper calculations. And now I know that I should use a calculator instead of using my head for calculations. Because calculations are the best calculations. But sometimes they're wrong. Because you estimate in calculations. Because I made up calculations. So, you have to estimate if you ever calculate something. So, after I got way too many in my mind, right then and there, cobblestone, I filled it in to the roof. Well, as it was getting nighttime, and I knew if I couldn't finish the roof sooner, the zombies were gonna come to get me. How? Because I forgot to put in a door. But thankfully, I put down the roof before, and I got my bed out, and then I placed it, and then I realized that I placed it too early, but then I slept. And then I woke up, and then I immediately wanted to make the floor out of wood. But then I realized that the episode was going to get way too long. So I decided to only put wood under my bed and my crafting table because that's what it deserved, I think. So, I'd like to say thank you for watching this video. And that is it, everybody. That is the ending to episode 1. So I hope everybody watching here likes and subscribes because this took a ton of work. I've been planning this video for a week and it's just been very hard to publish. So I'd like to thank everybody watching this video right now because it took a lot of work to make this video, and I'd like to thank you all because you are the reason that I'm doing this. You're the only reason that I'm making YouTube videos because I want to make people happy, and you're the person who's getting happy. So, episode 2 coming soon. So, bye everybody.